Sexual harassment prevention training. Rockstar Staffing promotes a culture of respect in the workplace. This is why the following training has been created, focusing on the behavior that is expected from you. Creating a workplace of respect. There are different forms of unacceptable conduct in the workplace. Rude behavior such as sexual harassment and assault, and bullying. Rude and bullying conduct can sometimes begin as infrequent or not very severe. When this behavior is not addressed and corrected, it can become worse. Silence equals acceptance to most people. Coming forward to report inappropriate or harassing behavior may be difficult. It's hard to come forward, but only when we speak up can we change the culture of our workplaces to not tolerate uncivil and harassing behavior. Examples of unacceptable behavior. Rude behavior. Not greeting people who say hello. Intentionally excluding someone from normal workplace conversations and making them feel unwelcome. Failing to say thank you. Interrupting coworkers, and responding with frequent sarcasm or anger to normal interactions. Bullying or abusive conduct, yelling at coworkers, making threats to dismiss, demote, or give a bad review, spreading false information or rumors, attempting to destroy the self-esteem or confidence of others, behavior meant to undermine, patronize, humiliate, intimidate, or demean anyone else. Illegal behavior, unwelcome sexual advances or invitations, unnecessary or unwanted touching such as groping, massaging, or pinching, blocking normal movement, or physically interfering with the work of another individual. Threats or demands that a person submit to sexual requests as a condition of continued employment or to avoid some other laws and offers of employment-related benefits in return for sexual favors. Displaying or sharing offensive images such as posters, videos, photos, cartoons, screensavers, email drawings, or social media sites that are derogatory or sexual. Offensive comments about appearance or other personal or physical characteristics, such as sexually charged comments or comments on someone's physical disability. Bullying. Workplace bullying can have serious repercussions for employees and the organization alike. Severely bullied employees may suffer a variety of health consequences, including depression and anxiety disorders. Bullying can also diminish productivity and morale. Eliminating all of these unacceptable behaviors will help create a workplace of respect. And remember, we all have a right to a harassment-free workplace. What can you do to create a workplace of respect? Speak up. Explain that the behavior must stop. Talk to your coworker whose behavior was unacceptable, or talk to your supervisor. Do not ignore rude or bullying behavior. Generally, it will get worse. Here are some ways to speak up. I find this topic to be inappropriate. Let's change the subject. That comment makes me uncomfortable. I'm sure that you do not mean to, so can you please not? I don't like it when you use that kind of language. What can you do if you witness this behavior in the workplace? Distract. Change the subject. Try to strike up a new topic of conversation that is work appropriate. Direct conversation. You can talk to the harasser yourself and share your perspective. Support. After the conversation is over, talk to your coworker and offer support. Document the events that happened. Report. Talk to your supervisor, equal employment office, or HR director to report the situation. What is sexual harassment? Sexual harassment is a form of discrimination based on sex or gender, which is unlawful. Individuals of any gender can be the target of sexual harassment. Unlawful sexual harassment does not have to be motivated by sexual desire. Sexual harassment may involve harassment of a person of the same gender as the harasser, regardless of either person's sexual orientation or gender identity. Sexual harassment, also known as sex-based harassment, does not need to be of sexual character to be illegal. The employee does not have to verbally tell the boss to stop it for it to be sexual harassment. People can use body language, excuses, a tone of voice to say they are uncomfortable, and the conduct is unwelcome. Subjecting men or women to harassment based on sex or gender stereotypes is unlawful, even if done jokingly. Being subjected to stereotypes about sex, such as stereotypes about what types of jobs men or women should have, can be unlawful if the offensive conduct becomes a condition of continued employment or is severe or pervasive enough to create a work environment that a reasonable person would consider intimidating, hostile, or abusive. Sexual harassment can occur at work or outside the workplace. Also, any person of any gender can be victim of sexual harassment. There can be sexual harassment even if the harasser has no sexual desire. Remember, sexual harassment is a form of gender discrimination and not tied to sexual desire. Also, the offensive comments do not have to be specifically directed to the employee to be considered sexual harassment. Sexual assault. Sexual assault is a crime. Sexual assault is sexual harassment if it is connected to work. Forcing, pressuring, or threatening someone to do a sexual act is unlawful sexual harassment and may also be a crime. Quid pro quo harassment. This is when someone conditions a job, promotion, or other work benefit on your submission to sexual advances or other conduct based on sex. Harassment can be within the same gender, for example, men to men or women to women. Sexual harassment can occur even if the person harassed did not say no. Final thoughts on a workplace of respect. When the work environment does not include unwelcome or harassing behavior, we have work environments where everyone can do their best work and contribute to the success of the organization or company. It can be a workplace of respect. Your behavior is key. If you have any questions, please ask your supervisor or Rockstar Staffing's HR department at 1-800-331-9503.